Welcome, welcome, welcome to Las Vegas Magic Friends. I'm your host, Eben. Today is what we are calling Eben's story, Eben's Vegas story, how I got here, why I got to Las Vegas. Today we're going to be taking a cruise in the synthetic oil protection machine, talking about what I do every day, how I do what I do, why I do what I do. We're going to be answering it all. It's exactly 6:15 a.m. on a Saturday. This is sunrise here in Las Vegas. The sun just rised. It's like a dream here, the summers. This is the best time of year. So, well, let's rock. All right, we are cruising at 6:22 a.m. and we are in the synthetic oil protection machine. And you say, Eben, what the hell is that? Well, that's my work truck. And people go, Eben, what the hell do you do for work? Well, that's a damn good question. I do absolutely nothing. I just never know when I'm done doing it. Until she says, now get the fuck off me. No, that's not what I do. I don't do that, not at all. But I do enjoy driving the synthetic oil protection machine. And this is my personal vehicle. And we show all the fluids on this car right here on the channel. So today we're gonna be headed downtown, and that's right behind you. And boy, is it gorgeous this morning. So nice out and just a dream. So we're gonna be doing a little cruising action. I'm going to be sharing my story on how I got to where I did. So I hit Vegas back about, what was it? Man, I got here 10 years ago. And I was just a resilient kid. And, you know, I tell people the truth. You know, when I got here, all I thought about was trying to get my shones wet. You know, that's all I thought about. And, but I came here for entertainment and the weather. And I love the weather here in Las Vegas, and I love entertainment. I love entertaining people, and I love the comedy, the magic, the juggling, all different types of entertainment. And that's what I came here to do. And I think it's interesting how we all get here certain ways, and it's interesting all the different types of people that come here, and I love meeting people. So if you ever come to Las Vegas, definitely let me know. You know, you can always call or text me. I'm busy, but hey, I make sure I get to everybody pretty much. So always happy to meet up with you if you're coming through town. And we meet up at the Magic Club every Wednesday, 8 p.m. to midnight. There at Tommy Rockers. And I love getting out and meeting new magicians, new comedians, new jugglers. You know, everyone comes through town at one time or another. And it's just so cool to have that kind of community out here. So we're headed down east. I live on the west side of town. And there's so many cool coffee shops here in town that I love going to. And just a blast networking with people. And, you know, doing all kinds of different stuff. That's why I started the channel, was for the networking and for the people, you know, the friends. And, you know, I think in life, if you can have, you know, 3 to 5 good friends, I think you're lucky. And, you know, you're pretty fortunate to be able to do that. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a right here on Rainbow. And we're going to go to one of my favorite coffee shops, Pete's Coffee. And the reason why I like it so much is because it's open super, super early. And it's just so nice. But yeah, so I just love cruising around, love networking, meeting people. And I tell you what, you know, the reason I do the Las Vegas Magic Friends is for multiple reasons. I love networking and meeting new people and entertaining people, but I also like keeping my mind sharp. I love keeping my skills sharp. And speaking of that, we got a little giveaway item, which was in the thumbnail photo. That's our Virgin deck of Playboy cards. So we got some good Playboy cards coming, and we're going to be giving these suckers away. And we got a nice Virgin deck unopened, so that's what we're going to be giving away. And you can see all the different gals, and it's fun. You know, I was walking through Antiques Mall of America, which I'm going to put a link below too. And Antique Mall of America has all kinds of treasures in there. So out here in Vegas, you know, people pass away all the time. And you just never know what type of candies you can find there. And it is so cool to see what treasures they find there. So definitely, if you can, I highly recommend getting over there. It's right there on basically Blue Diamond and Las Vegas Boulevard. And so now back to my story. So when I hit Vegas 10 years ago, I started doing close-up magic on Fremont Street. And you know, every night my goal was to learn new magic, get more reaction out of people, and try to get in some girl's pants. So that's what I tried. So every night, you know, I tried something new. And when I came to Vegas, I was actually a virgin at the time. I was 22 years old, and I never got laid yet. And so short story short, about 6 months after I hit town, I finally got some punene, and then I kind of opened up, stopped being such a sissy, and I felt a lot better about myself. I had more confidence. So after that, I started, you know, learning a lot more and educating myself. And then I kept practicing the magic, and I got pretty damn good. But then Fremont kind of turned me off. It wasn't my thing anymore. So I was like, you know, if I'm not excited getting up in the morning doing what I do, like right now, looking at that right there, you know, I love the mornings out here in the summer. They're the best time of day. And you know, so I just couldn't really, it just didn't get my shones hard. My nipples didn't get hard, you know, doing the magic on Fremont anymore. So I'm kind of like, you know what, I'm done. So I laid it down and I moved on, and I went to driving cab, which I always wanted to do. I love driving, and I love screwing around and helping people and stuff like that. So we ended up doing that, and I did that for about 6 months, learned a lot of good lessons, learned all about Vegas, about all the clubs, strip clubs, massage parlors, what's going on, where's going on, what hotels people like the most. So if you have a question on anything, on hotels, what people like, ask me. I've talked to thousands and 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 thousands of people, all about where the best sweet spots are. And yeah, so if you want to know where those sweet spots are, I can tell you, and happy to share that with you. And all I ask is you slap that thumbs up button, slap that sucker like slapping some booty. So go ahead and let me know what questions you have. So I love giving value, you know. And a lot of people, they always ask, you know, what's the secret to being successful? So many people, and all it is just giving more value. You know, a lot of people, like one of my jokes, they say they want to take. Most people want to take from you, and most people want to try to dick you over. But what happens when you put those two together? It sounds like this: taking and dicking. It's like this: dick take, dick take, dick take, dick take. But if you flip it around, sometimes two wrongs could make a right. So you say, even how can two wrongs make a right? Well, listen to it like this: take dick. Take dick, take dick, take dick, take dick, take dick, take dick, take dick. I mean, think about it. I mean, does that resonate deeply with you? So, you know, that's my thought on how to become a better person. Do the right thing. That's all I can say. Do it right, make people happy. And when I say happy, I'm saying a little bit hippie and a little bit happy. So that's my 2 cents on it. And yeah, I mean, it's just about making that difference. And I always say in the channel, loving and giving makes life worth living. And the more you give, the better you live. So if you can give something to someone, like sharing this video, if you find it entertaining, you find it knowledgeable, share this with them. If someone's going to come to Vegas, hey, maybe we can help them out. Maybe we can give them a sweet spot to stay at. Maybe we can give them some advice. Show them a place where magicians are performing, or where there's a new up-and-coming good restaurant. So we have all kinds of playlists on this channel showing all that. So if you're new, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That'll allow you to come back and see my next video. We publish a new video every Saturday, and that video goes up at 4 p.m. Vegas time. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So back to talking about me and my big fat Anaconda Shones. We're gonna go back to talking about Eben. So I got to town. I was a cab driver. After I did cab driving, then I went into car sales. So I was a goddamn car salesman at a Honda dealership. And man, that was a good learning lesson. And so I stood there and I worked 50 some hours a week, and I probably ended up making like $11.50 an hour. And my sales, you know, I was in the middle of the pack out of all the sales guys basically by the time I finished, and I was making like $30 some thousand a year. So my self-esteem was going down, and I don't know, I just couldn't believe what I was doing. And I started saying, Eben, you gotta stop being a pussy and get out of doing that. So I pretty much got out of there. Then I went to a Chevy dealership, and then after the Chevy dealership I went to a Ford dealership. I learned a lot. It's about a 2-year period where I learned all this, and I said, you know what, I'm really kind of done working for people. Not really too much into it, so I'm gonna do my own thing. So I started my personal Car Finder USA, which I found private sale cars for people, saving them thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars by saving sales tax and all that. And you know, I did that for about a year. I made my own website, and I just didn't fall in love with the process. It wasn't seductive. It just didn't loop me in, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. If it's not getting my Shones rock hard, I'm not doing it. So it's just, I'm not doing it. So I got out of that. Learned a lot, but I got out of that. And I saw YouTube, and I said, you know what? YouTube's amazing. It's such a nice tool. And it's really going to change the way people look at television and all that stuff. So I said, you know what, Eben? You're going to get out there. You're going to go ahead and penetrate your future and get on YouTube. So I said, all right. So I got on YouTube. And when I got on there, I found out how hard it was. And I'm like, all right, Eben, you got to really create a plan here. So I started chopping and cutting, splicing and spitting and licking and slapping and doing everything you got to do to get it done. I don't know how that happened, but so we got that done, got on YouTube, and started my channel, Synthetic Oil Protection. And so far we've saved people millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars by protecting their vehicles and educating people on how to get their car to run longer and stronger. That's what we do on that channel. And so I love helping people with cars. I've always loved cars. It's always been a passion of mine ever since I was about probably 12 or 13. And you say, Eben, were you watching porn or cars first? I don't even know. But basically, I really don't know which one I started watching first, but I know I was watching them at the same time. But so yeah, I love the cars, and you know, love helping people. So I said I got to start this channel. So if you want to see that channel, check it out right here in the corner. That is my Synthetic Oil Protection YouTube channel. And that one really helps people, and it really makes a big difference. So when I did magic on Fremont, I had a lot of people, they used to ask me this question, and they would take my cards and they would hold them and they'd look at them and they would look back at me and they would say, Eben, do you make money at this? Do you make money at this? And I'm thought about it, I'm like, do I really make money at this? And I'm like, not really. And then I thought about what I was doing, just kind of screwing around on Fremont. I pretty much was a jack off. You know, I would do magic for basically everybody. Some people I didn't even get tipped for. And I was thinking about how much time I was spending. And how much money I was making, and I kind of thought about it with a little bit more depth. And I'm like, you know what, Eben, you got to stop doing this. So that's kind of the point where I really made the change, and it was for the better. And I'm way better now, way better off. Thought about my future, and you know, I think one of the big things that most people don't want to do is they don't want to think. You know, I get a lot of old timers, they say young people are lazy, and they say that young people don't want to work. And I don't think that's true. I think they do want to work. I think that they just don't want to think. And that's what I had to do. I had to build that thinking muscle. And, you know, the fat will really help with your head. If you eat more fat, you'll be a lot stronger thinker, and you'll be way better off. And that was one of my shortcomings, is slowing things down, kind of getting on to Maui time, really slow things down. If you were on an island and you got to get 3 miles from here and you got 4 hours to do it, how are you going to do it? I mean, you're going to be walking like half a mile an hour. So if you think about it, slow things down, start to think, and use the other head than the other head. So I've been able to transfer heads in a way and stopped using that other head to think. And I think that's given me a lot more punching power. Not to say I don't use the other head, but we're going to get out of the car. We're going to show you this little sucker, give you a walk around on the synthetic oil protection machine, how it became the synthetic oil protection machine, and why I chose the synthetic oil protection machine. So this right here is a 2013 SL550 Mencentas beans. And I say Mencentas beans because that's what I hear a lot of people from Germany with the English accents. They say my Mencentas beans. So this is my car, and I tell you what, when I first got it, I didn't really fall in love with it. It was a little bit weird. We had a little bit of we just didn't understand each other. Now we've grown with each other. We've done all the fluids on this car. We've done the motor oil. We did an engine flush on this car. We did the radiator coolant. We did the intercooler fluid. This car is a twin turbo V8, so we did that intercooler fluid, so it makes a lot more power, has a lot more dense air coming into the motor. Gets better fuel mileage. This gets about 30.7 highway miles a gallon at 69 miles an hour. So that's 30.7, almost 31 miles a gallon. It averages 19 average miles a gallon in traffic in Las Vegas, averaging about 22 miles an hour. So I'm going to show you the average mileage right now, but we're going to keep going on what we did on it. We did all the fluids. We did the rear differential, the gear lube in the back. We did these tires. These are Toyo Proxys Sport tires. It's one of the softest compounds you can get for the street. It's a 240 tread wear. And basically, they copied Michelin and Toyo Proxys Sport. Proxys Sport. If you can get these, amazing tires. So we also went to an 18-inch wheel. This car came with a 19, and the sidewall's too small. So when the sidewall's too small, there's no flex. And when you're on the street, there's potholes, there's manhole covers, there's rocks, there's stones, there's cinders, all these different impediments, and you have to have a little bit of flex in the tire, and you got to have a little bit of feel, and that's called road feel. We cleaned the radiator. We got all the bugs out of the oil cooler radiator here. We cleaned the radiator up top. We put all the synthetic oil protection badges on it, and I call her my beach. And I say we're gonna show every nook and cranny of her, and we pretty much have. Coming on down to other things we've done, we've cleaned the interior with some basic lights mild soap. You don't ever use any hard detergents on it. You'll actually crack the rubber. We've siliconed all the rubbers with AMSOIL products on this car. We pretty much did all that. Coming around to the back, we got our back logo, and then we covered up our logos And the reason why we do that is one of my good friends, Eric Evans, he says to lure to spectacle. And you got to kind of lure people in. And they go, you know what? What the fuck type of car is that? Well, what it does is it makes them burn everything. So they burn the back. You can't see what type of car it is there. Here you got the logo. Up here you can't see really what it is. I mean, obviously if you look really close you can see that, but if you're at a distance you're not going to see it. So they're like, what the hell type of car is this? So it kind of lures them in. They go to the channel, then they look it up, and then they learn. They say, you know what, maybe there is something I didn't know before, that I could have known, that I didn't know, that I should have known. So they find themselves surfing the channel, spending hours watching these videos, and they learn a ton about their car, saves them a ton of money, and they're happy. And yeah, it's so cool to give people that experience. So we're going to go into the trunk, and we're going to get stuff, and stuff. We're going to leave the cods here. We're going to leave that crap there. We're going into the coffee shop, and we're going to edit this 20-minute video. We're going to be fat and happy. We're going to have some coffee. We're going to have some heavy whipping cream. All that fat goes right to your head. If you can get some heavy whipping cream that's organic, oh, that's the best. So we're coming in here. We got the tripod. We got the my light thing here. We don't need the light. We're just gonna yank the laptop. We're gonna yank the headphones when I edit. And that's it. We got the gear. We close this sucker. Got to get that sucker adjusted. The little pump on it, it's got a mechanical closing feature, and that feature actually has to be adjusted because I redid the shocks on it. So I got to get it calibrated. And that's one of the things that people hate about Mercedes is every little thing. If you take it to the dealer, they charge you like a shop fee for like $2.99 and just a tech charge. So, you know, if you can do all your own maintenance, these cars are the same as a Honda Civic. They're dirt cheap. But when you go to the dealer and you have to get something adjusted with the computer or something, you're just going to get nailed from the front. You're going to get nailed from the back. And basically, you're going to feel like you're a damn chicken on a rotisserie chicken barbecue thing. So you don't want to be that. Don't be a chicken on a rotisserie barbecue. And we're going to grab some cash here. We got some cods. We got our TT. And we got our keys. We got a nice fresh red deck of cods. Red for passion. Don't forget the passion. Don't forget the keys. Let's not forget the mud water. And let's not forget sharing our fruits. This is our Caesar's Palace coin. 1969, the summer of love. Not only did they put a man on the moon, not only was it Woodstock, but they also did 69. It's a good thing. It's a good time. So we're putting that away. We got that away. We're happy. We're gonna lock this sucker. I'll show you the move unlocking it. You come here and right here. And that's it. She's all locked up. And if you want to see the other channel, I want you to go right on ahead and check out this playlist here. This is on everything I've done to my SL 550 since the day I got it, including driving her back from Colorado Springs, which in that video we did a little bit of magic with some really cool baristas in Colorado. If you want to check out more great pants down action on Fremont, don't go down on Fremont if you're not ready to see someone's pants down. It's crazy shit down there. Check out this playlist here. Subscribe to the channel with this little icon, and we will see you back next time right here on Las Vegas Magic Friends. Cheers to some great friendship, and hey, if you can have a cup of coffee, enjoy. And remember, we got the giveaway every last Saturday of the month, so leave that comment down below. We randomly select people for the giveaway, so leave a comment, ask me any question about anything, and I'd be overjoyed to answer your questions. And if you're here in Vegas, stop over at the Magic Club at Tommy Rockers. We'll see ya. Enjoy. Have a great Saturday.